Hi Sagittarius, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your in-depth reading, my friends, and it's a free-flowing intuitive reading. So please take it as it resonates. So without any further delay, Sagittarius, I'm done. Oh, um, uh, okay. Without any further delay, let's start. Okay. So your overall energy I'm getting is we have this too, the commitment and the impossible made possible. I'm really you know what I'm feeling like? I'm feeling like that you are right now, you is almost like you are on a mission. You are on a mission when it comes to bring happiness to your life. You are like, I am like there is, and I feel like this energy has been, you are kind of in this energy for quite a long time. You know, you are very focused. You are very focus on yourself. You know, all these things, like all these things that we say that we need to do in order to bring, you know, harmony, balance, happiness, and all this. But you are really focused on bring happiness to your life. It's almost like that's your and you are like the way you want to bring happiness is not just very superficial happiness that you are looking for. You are looking for some kind of groundbreaking ideas when it comes to yourself. It doesn't have to be, it may not be the idea that you want to share with the entire world, but you are kind of looking at your own unhappiness, and you are kind of thinking like, how can I bring this permanent sense of bliss? It's not, you are not looking for some kind of bandit kind of approach. Oh, I want to be just happy for a moment and go to get drink and, you know, instant gratification. No, this is not that kind of thing. This is a, it's like a commitment. This, you are absolutely committed. Your heart, soul, time, resources you are putting into it, like every moment, day by day you are working towards your happiness. How can I bring this? And you're feeling like, I want to do something that's gonna create this permanent state of bliss. Is it possible? I don't know, but I feel like it is, and I'm going for it. So that's the energy I am getting. That's the energy that kind of overlapping you, around, surrounding you. So here we got more energy reading here. This row we got this gloomy doom and the friends. I'm really feeling like that you know, this is the thing, you are in a state, your struggle is like you get, nothing seems to be satisfying to you. You know, you could be around bunch of friends that you call them your that you supposed to have fun with. You know, you call them friends, you call them, it's not that you don't like them, but at the same time, no matter where they, how, whosoever you are surrounded with, you felt, I'm feeling like this is the energy that you are deliberately trying to get away from. It's like a constant sense of void, constant sense of incompleteness, constant sense of dissatisfaction. Nothing is enough, like, you know, it's not like, and you don't like that, but you cannot also lie to yourself, oh, it's fine, when you feel like it's not fine. So, you know, see that, so you are being very honest to yourself, and you had been very honest to yourself, and that's created this sense of constant, nobody really gets it, nobody really that in tune. There is some kind of constant not vibing, no matter who you around with, but you really want to do what you really want to do, that you want to be with this, you want to just, you know, you want to be this, look at this, like this energy is like a very, you just want to be this, you know, like very archetype energy of Sagittarius is like a optimistic, I want to go for it, you know, I don't want to get stuck with this sense that, you know, nothing is vibing. Maybe there is out there, there is somebody, there will be some atmosphere, some different kind of reality. If I can create there, I can find my friends, I can find my community, I can find the people that gonna inspire me, that I'm gonna inspire them, that's gonna be constant. This is, you know, it's like you're like a constant state of bliss. It's like, where can I find that? And you, it's like, you know, and you want to be there, you want to go there, you want to create that state. You are, you know, and then after that is coming this himself, you know, deep down there is like a deep sense of dedication, devotion, determination here, and you feel like no matter what, I'm gonna, if this place doesn't have, if we don't have that space where I can feel this kind of, I can feel this kind of expansive energy. I can feel that I'm just there. I am enjoying. I am experiencing life. I'm learning. I'm documenting. I'm communicating. That kind of sense of creativity, that kind of sense of absolute freedom and knowledge and fun, enjoyment, like living life. You feel like if the society around me does not allow me to do that, I'm gonna create a new reality for me where 17 broken down to 8. 8 is all about like this life path kind of, I mean, it's more based on how you turn this energy into some kind of material change. 8 is all about material reality, how we are, it's like almost like a capricornic energy, how we are doing this, what are we doing about it. Like doing means what kind of like how we are gonna move, like how we are moving the earth element. Like this is very, I feel like this, I always felt that this is like my Taurian card, but now I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus, more energy. It's like deep down you like, I'm gonna create, if that's the thing, I'm gonna create a world for me where I'm gonna be feeling this fulfilled, where I'm not gonna be feeling like, oh, nobody gets me, nobody's there, nobody cares, that kind of constant sense of devoid. I like I don't want to do, I want to create a new thing. And then we are getting this, like as you are more determined to do this, more and more you are getting towards this gate. This is like a gate of, it's almost like you are calling for your fortuna, you are calling for your, where you are gonna thrive. You are really expanding that portal, you are really expanding that energy where which gonna be vibing with your true energy. And the true energy changes because we are changing, we are not the same person, we are not the same energy as we are today versus as 1 year ago, or maybe 6 months down the line. So this gate is like, it's like there is an energy, there is a, as you are working, as you are more determined with that, it's bringing out this kind of opportunity to your you are kind of seeking, you are kind of looking for this gate, that where you can truly like, create this alternative world, create this reality for yourself. You are not going to rely on society to provide that reality to you, you're going to create that reality for you. So that kind of very independent creative 3 is all about creativity, it's all about procreation. I mean, I don't believe in procreation in that way, but I'm saying that because 3, 1 2 and then both comes and then 3 forms, that's the first formation in the number, when two numbers joins and uh, become this third number. And so it's like that's that, in that way I said procreation. It's not about that, it's not about literal thing. You don't have to procreate in order to be creative, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's like that that's what I'm saying. So you have, like that kind of freedom, that's kind of that you're looking for. And then look at this, but it's telling you it's telling you to look, it's telling you the healing is, the gate is before this gate completely, like you embody this energy, you kind of create this alternative reality for you, you create this, like you believe in yourself and do it. But before you do that, there is this healing needs to come. And maybe you are already doing this healing, but this healing needs to come in the sector of where you felt gloomy and this energy. Does that make sense? I really feel like that what is trying to say to you, that don't try to, like if you try to label your certain emotion in a negative way, like you are let's say you are, I don't know how to say this. Okay, let's say you are waiting for a flight, and you're waiting, and it's in half an hour, in the boarding time is half an hour, and you're just sitting by the gate waiting area. You're constantly feeling anxious. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss the flight, even though you are just right there. But there is something, anxiety is telling you that you are gonna miss the flight. And so, like, this is maybe a little extreme example, but if you just go with it, instead of, oh, this is a kind of feeling I should not be feeling that I'm going to be missing the flight. The more you tell yourself, the anxiety level goes up and up, and it creates a stressful negative emotion of a feeling that you're feeling. When you're feeling that I'm going to miss the flight, that was not anxiety until you label that as an anxiety, because you constantly started repeatedly feel that and started telling yourself, oh, this is a bad feeling, I should not have, it does not make sense, and you tried to reprimand yourself for feeling in a certain way, and that created this anxiety. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the feelings is the feelings, how you're feeling, but if you at the moment you try to put them in a negative connotation, it becomes this certain kind of emotion that has been repressed. Then you feel like you need to repress those emotions, because otherwise people are not going to accept you. There's all this kind of different thing comes in your way. But in the first place, if you just go with those feelings, okay, I'm feeling like I'm gonna miss the flight, okay, I'm just gonna sit here, be fearful or whatever, but I'm gonna be okay with it. Tell yourself that within 5 minutes that feeling gonna be okay, and you're not gonna feel anxious anymore, and you're not gonna feel like you're gonna miss the flight anymore. That is the thing, like the combativeness create this kind of negative emotion. So the healing is saying that you need to heal from that understanding. And because what you feel that you cannot go back, because right now, where the way you want to create this new alternative, you want to fill it with absolutely whatever you think is negative. You can eliminate everything what you think is negative. So that's actually creating more stress, and it's actually not letting you to open that gate, because gate does not come, this creativity does not come if you abandon a part of you. If you only look for one set of side of yourself, then the creativity will not be fulfilled. It's a partial creativity, and it does not inspire us from within to take action, because it's not fully charged, because it's not complete with all the various of energy that you hold. So here is the healing coming in that understanding that, just think about this. It's not bad, it's the way you are looking at it. I know it's hard to sometimes, all blame on me, nothing on anything, but like, it's our feelings, so we need to take responsibility for our feelings. We cannot just shut it off. All right, so that is the energy we got. Now you see, now we're gonna go into the tarot, and we're gonna see that how you are, like, kind of, I don't know, making use or reacting to this energy that you are feeling, okay, in a very material, very concrete way. Okay, so first we got this Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups together. I think this is the thing that you are trying to do, Sagittarius, and you are getting into that liberation here. And you know what you're trying to do, this is, look at this, both of them are the energy of love, but they are different. One is singular, one is dual. It is a two different people holding their hands, and there is a one person holding both hands. So we are going from self to others, and then here in others we are connecting with each other and becoming a self, a unity, a union, and composite, a more together kind of representation of others. So there is a journey happening, and that's what I feel like, that this energy gonna drive you towards, this energy gonna, this healing gonna make you understand this angle, that openness, Ace of Cups, when you want to love someone in so much that whether they love you back or not, sometimes it doesn't matter, because your love transcend all kind of expectation. That is like Ace of Cups. It's like a love which is like constantly giving you bliss no matter what they do. You are not attached that way, that you are, they are gonna, it's gonna affect you. You are like all, it's like a very much mental connection, very much, ethereal connection. That is like Ace of Cups. Your heart is open, your heart is open. But the Ace of Cups, the moment your heart open, then this Two of Cups, is like, okay, But love is when it comes, when you have to be with another person, it's not just about mental. When you have to be with another person, it's a physical act of being. Physical act of being. That means you need to interact with them. You not interact, you need to the color gonna form. It's not gonna be just black and white. You cannot just state in your mind state or emotion state and not come to emotion state at all. That it's gonna be mixed. So that means you need to open up your feelings also. You need to open up realistically also, practically also, like what you gonna do, like what you can create in a real world, and how you can feel with each other, feeling each other. And when you start to feel each other, there are going to be contradiction, because two people are different and they comes with different kind of feelings towards such a situation. So I'm sorry if I'm going too much into this thing, but this is what it's trying to tell me. It's trying to tell me that you are going to understand that in order to have Ace of Cups, there has to be a Two of Cups underneath. That means in order to have completely and love another person and love yourself and love the universe, love life the way you want to go, you want to get away, you want to create this alternative, like which is complete bliss. In order to have constant state of bliss, you need to accept also the other being. It's not about just you. Get out of the self also and meld into the form of other, and try to fight self when you're connecting with others. And if that's the way it's gonna melt, so it's gonna be mental, physical, carnal, spiritual, everything gonna come together. And through this is asking you, that's where that you are truly gonna find this bliss. You truly gonna get where this gate gonna open. The commitment to the impossible gonna make possible. Then the judgment gonna come, because then you know how to dance, at the same time how to write poetry. Does that make sense? If you think about this sentence, it just came to me. Dance, when you cannot really dance if you're thinking. If you're thinking about your move, if you're thinking about, is it a drum, is it a guitar? You don't think when you dance. You just dance. That's like our body energy. You are actually, this is the welcoming energy, when you embrace the energy of the music and let that music carry you forward. So there is a sense of submission in dancing. And then the poetry is about, almost like, it's not about your thinking. Poetry is thought, is feelings. Poetry is feelings. It's complete feelings, but there is articulation of that feelings in the form of language. Language is very, very real, that we created, man-made. So there is like this translation. So there is a mind is intervening in poetry. So that's where he's asking you to, is this energy gonna lead you to this? It's like this combination of how to combine the self with others in the form of love. Because you have been, I'm gonna go deeper. As you're gonna go through the reading, we're gonna see what it is. But I have a feelings that this is the kind of stuff that you have a lot of question. You study, you try to expand, like how to love at the same time, not to lose oneself, also accept others in total body, feelings, mind way. How to do that? That's the struggle, that's the knowledge that you seek. And through that knowledge you can only create that alternative world of reality, of happiness, of satisfaction, self-love, love for others, love for humanity, love for oneself. Everything gonna cultivate. But you need to understand that. That's why this energy is guiding you here. Look at this. I know I spend quite a time over there, but I have to, okay? I just need to go with the flow, right? So then we get the Temperance and the Three of Swords. That's, see, I was just saying that I did not get there at the time, but now, okay, look at this, how it's all connected. He's asking you, this is also a Sagittarian card, Temperance in reverse. He's asking you, there is a stubborn streak, there is a stubborn stream inside you, Sagittarius. Don't lie. This himself, this stubborn streak, which actually very good thing, which is motivating you to bring all this energy, attracting all this energy to you. At the same time, this stubborn streak feel that the only way, sometimes you feel like the only way to get there is when everything gonna bliss and it's gonna come to you. Temperance, I'm just gonna wait, I'm just gonna sit here, I'm just gonna do my job, I'm gonna be mindful, and eventually I'm gonna turn into an angel, because my wisdom gonna come to me, but I don't wanna rush. temperance, with the himself Taurian energy, no rush. But it's not helping you. Why it's not helping you? Because this energy, if you are just sitting there, if you're feeling like the wisdom gonna come to you and you are gonna be transformed and you're gonna create this reality when the wisdom come to you, the thing is wisdom doesn't come to me, come to us. It's asking you, the temperance in reverse is saying that wisdom doesn't come to us, wisdom is everywhere, but we need to catch it. We need to sharp our senses, sharp our feelings, intuitiveness, intelligence, mind, body, spirit, in order to catch the wisdom. Wisdom is everywhere. Wisdom is in the leaves, wisdom is in the fire, wisdom is in the air, wisdom in you, wisdom in me. But in order to really see it, we need to catch it. That means there is a self. We need to do certain things in order to do that. If we feel like you are, but I feel like you have been spending a time over there, and more you spend time, that feeling like wisdom gonna come to you, you don't wanna rush. It was creating a sense of more chaos, more confusion around subject of love, around subject of connection, around subject of wisdom, around subject of true freedom, and cultivate life accordingly. So there is like that kind of, it created more and more and more confusion, which felt like a heartache, because when there is more confusion we get hurt every time, because we don't know how we feel, but we feel something, but we say ourselves we feel something else, and it creates a whole sense of different kind of feelings that we don't able to create from that space. So you have gone through that, and it's asking you, either you have gone through that, or it's asking you, this is where you need to move, this is where you need to move, align with this himself. But don't forget, this himself energy is the driving force. So you just need to use that force, not to stay in that force, thinking like wisdom gonna come to you, but don't leave that force as well, because this force is gonna open that gate eventually, because there are so many other factors are working around you to make things happen. So just don't just wait, sit around, be an active participant, commitment, show commitment, be an active participant of your own creation. Don't just wait for universe to give it to you. Universe is ready to give it to you, but you need to put work to get it, and work it to yourself, not to anybody else. Work to understand, work to empathize, all these things. Anyway, this is becoming very spiritual reading. I just, the energy, I love those kind of reading, but I don't like to, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. So Seven of Wands, I also feel like this is the extension of the himself. It's like this energy that I am okay in my bubble. I'm just gonna focus on my goodness, wellness, all this lifestyle, well-being. Sorry, I get very critical about those kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I'm Aquarius rising, I'm very critical about any kind of ideological control that I feel happening in the society. It's really irks me to break it down, because it's like I feel like there is a certain sense of unfairness in that, because it, anyway, so it's like in the Seven of Wands, I really feel like what's happening, that you created a bubble, and that bubble was created from a based intention in your heart, that you wanted a alternative. You want to create a happy state for yourself. You want to create even if you have to break away from reality, and you have to create your own reality, that's fine. But you wanted to, and you were so focused that sometimes you put yourself in the bubble, and there is that created, okay, this is the way I want, as if like exactly the way the himself was working on this stubbornness. And this created is actually is need to lower it down in order to really get to open. It's like, so be flexible about what you want. What you want is fine, but how you're gonna get there may not be the way you thought. Is it, if there is a lot of wisdom, a lot of new knowledge, it's on your way, because you're a constant changing being. So there is new energy coming and informing you that Sagittarius, don't be so stubborn on your way to do it. You are gonna get there, but you need to be more Aquarius type, more flexible. Be like flexible, like be open to other ideas, be open to other way of achieving it. Maybe the way you thought is achieving is not the way you can get there. Maybe you can get there, but I don't know, you are apparently you are not getting there. You are feeling like you are going, you know hitting the end road. So why not try a different method if that works? Because what's happening here, look at this, and then we got her. Oh, and then we got Six of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. So there is a, you have been thinking, like I said, this is not just a one reading. This, if you're connecting with this is your main thought of life, at least for a few years, since you care for love, since you realize that how love, being in love, or love someone, or love yourself, and love the life you live is important. Since then, this matter is on your mind, and you have been thinking the hell out of it. You are trying to seek wisdom, you are all these things, but this Hermit is a Virgo energy. Virgo is a earth element, and Virgo, they get to a lot of truth, they get to a lot of understanding of situation. But how they go there, they go by understanding, okay, this is this happening, this is this happening, because they are earth sign, right? They try to understand things by linking things. Like, okay, if that's why they are very good in activism, because they understand how society suppress certain group of people in the gain of their, for their profit. So Virgo understand those kind of dynamics, social dynamics, like, like material, like where people are playing this kind of little thing to either overpower themselves or undermine some others. But this Virgo is a very, and that's why Virgo energy is very analytical, very practical based analytical, because but it what is what is gonna happen, the healing, when the healing gonna come, you're not gonna be staying in that analytical understanding of how to get there and what is this love, or whatever your question that you're looking for. What are you gonna do? The spirituality gonna come in. King of Swords, King of Swords is like this kind of, it's like a spiritual. It doesn't do analytical. It shows the bigger picture, the essence of life, and how we are connected with each other, and how everything kind of happens. This like a visionary understanding of life, the broad stroke understanding of the essence of life, essence of humanity, essence of connection, essence of commitment, whatever you say. They, King of Swords, those kind of spirituality comes in the source of essence. It's not okay, how it works in practicality, that is Virgo. But King of the spiritual understanding says, no, this is the essence, how we work in practicality. That is based on certain group of people that we decide to work on that way, but that doesn't mean that's the only way to work on it. Spiritual knowledge says that I'm gonna give you the essence, and you can make it work the way you want to work. So there is a lot of freedom and openness comes to when we understand things from a spiritual perspective. And but we need to go through this analytical perspective too, otherwise we don't understand what's happening in reality. So it's all about balance and linking. But you are going, because you have already have done that analytical part, so you are more going into the spiritual understanding it, and more, and that's gonna brings you the victory of truly find where, truly understand where you wanna go, how you can build this. Six of Wands is like a Leo energy, Jupiter in Leo. It's like it's gonna be lucky when you take action from this point, when you feel like, okay, aha, I got it. So now that himself gonna be more liberated. So now the himself gonna be more liberated to work on, because now their mind is open. Okay, there is another spiritual perspective, because the when you are in hermit mode, like a Virgo analytical way, you are only seeing one way to achieve this. But the spiritual will come, is gonna open your mind, it's gonna see Virgo is all about detail. So you are just, you are looking at the grass from the grass point of view. But then how spiritual, okay, how about this, take you out and put you on a 90-degree angle above the ground, and now look at the grass. Do you see the same thing? but you see the different perspective of it. So this connected, so there is a different way of looking at things, different way of achieving things. So those variation gonna brings the spiritual knowledge, and that's gonna bring you a lot of victory. You're gonna feel like, okay, now I know what to do now. Then the himself gonna be truly charged. Okay, and what's happening this Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant is there, Taurian card again. So there is a lot of Taurian energy here I'm getting, which is good, very good. I kind of like to, I actually like very much like Taurian energy. um yeah, there is something very calm about Taurian energy. I don't have any earth, unluckily, um but I really like Taurian energy. So what you are here, what you are feeling here, you're feeling like this need, you feel like that. Look at this, you feel like that you need to find this, you need to go this bright, you need to go to the light. But you, in order to, you felt like in order to seek sun, you need to forget the water, you need to go to the bright light. But water is all about emotion, that's what I was trying to tell, like Two of Cups or two of, it's like water. Without water, look at this, water and earth, then we are going to the sun, like without, like there is like, you can bring fire to the water, and that water and fire can coexist if there is earth in between. Oh, I never saw that this picture in this way. They just gave me right now, oh my god, this blowing my mind. You can bring water and earth together. No, water and fire together. Usually what water does, if you put it on fire, just put it off. But you can bring water and fire together. What is fire? The spirit, that your spirit is telling you to be happy. This, I'm gonna see the light. Water is emotion, all these things that stays there. You can bring all this if you put a layer of earth, if you put yourself, the earth is on. I don't know why I'm talking like this is a very deep reading going. Earth is ourself, because we are the only earth we can have. Look, think about it. Our mind is, we cannot touch our mind. Our spirit, we don't know. We can feel it, but we cannot really touch. Our soul, we don't know, we cannot touch. The only thing we can touch, the only thing we can touch is our body, and that is our earth. We are given with earth. So if you stay in your body, if you stay in your body, you don't have to avoid a part of you in order to seek light. You can bring the fire and water together if you just put a layer of earth in between. And that's the way, that's where you're gonna feel, oh my god, this is a new sense of belief in Taurian, and you are gonna put a ground in that with the Hierophant. That's like, okay, I'm just gonna, this is my ground, and I'm gonna build from that. I'm gonna build from that. I'm not gonna run away. I'm not gonna seek light, avoiding something. I'm gonna bring this thing together. Eight of Cups in reverse, and that's giving you a new spiritual foundation here. And as you go through, look at this, the healing comes. You're feeling a sense of freedom, a sense of freedom, something you are released from, something you are releasing. So there is a sense of lightheartedness, there is a sense of a little bit of not caring for other exist, like not other existed, like too much of outer affirmation. There is a sense of freedom there, and you are getting that sense of freedom where, okay, you are getting the sense of freedom, you are understanding what you do. You have a tendency to, so there is a duality here, Seven of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles, and you are getting out of this duality. And what is this duality? You are a very nurturing, you want to nurture, because all this Taurian card I'm getting in it, just in your, even if you don't have Taurus, you have this Taurian nurture. You want to nurture, you want to stay, you want to stay by, you want to there is a sense of commitment is very sincere in you. It either that commitment you put in you, or in terms of in relation to others, but you have a long nurturing, caring, staying energy. But at the same time, you feel the duality comes from what you care for. You feel that energy will not care back for you, so you feel very suspicious and very unsafe around it, and you feel like you need to put your guard on, but at the same time you nurture it. So there is this two energy comes together and almost make you feel like you have some kind of polarity issues, or like crisis, because you go to, what you care for truly, what you truly nurture, you also afraid of this and energy not to reciprocate in the same gentle way, so you put a hard out, inside, like and this is around your emotion, thoughts. You put a, because it's all the moon is shining, it's like all the emotionally you feel very guarded, emotionally you feel like you need to, that's why you sometimes you detach from things that you truly desire, you emotionally block things that you truly want, because this duality constantly plays you, because there is a fear of not being rejected by the energy that you so dearly adore or want to invest in. So you are getting you are getting this duality, you are freeing yourself from this duality, and that's the healing. That's why the ultimate healing is coming. And but all these energies around you, Sagittarius. So uh, you know so I don't know, it's about how you're gonna balance it, how you're gonna, when to accept certain energy and let other lose a little bit. It's like you need to do a dancing with yourself. Don't be so stiff in your body. If you don't know how to move with the energy, then energy gonna move you, and that's gonna feel like a ego blash, and that's you are not gonna like. So be a little like gently move with the energy, all these good things around you to take you where you truly want to be, but you need to move your body, move on your toes more, practically speaking, realistically, and metaphorically, energetically speaking. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.